Right, Dave. Oh, Darren, sorry. Can't even fucking see now. Right, Paul. Not really. Right, Phil. Bit nervous, Phil. Bit nervous, mate. Right, Dave. Right, Wigan. How's everybody out there? I'm going to the hospital tomorrow, Darren. Hence why I'm feeling a bit nervous. I ain't got a clue what they're going to bloody find. Cheers, Dave. Right, Mark. Right, Jason. Cheers, Darren. Right, Carl. Johnny. Fucking hope so, Phil. I fucking hope so. Thanks, Johnny. I might say this a few times, but everybody in Jason's live feed last night that ask about me, I want to thank you, each and every one of you. Right, Stu. I watched Jason's live feed this morning, and there was a few of you that ask about me. Hi, Steve, again. There's that. Is that better? I also want to thank Steve Uzzle. He put a smile on my face tonight. I want to thank Simon Towers for giving me a ring this afternoon. Yeah, I thought you would do, Steve. It don't feel it, Stu, but I've got a hospital appointment tomorrow, so they'll soon be putting me in the right direction, I think. All right, Michael. Thanks a lot, mate. DSU. You'll have to give me a clue, Mark, because I ain't got a clue what DSU is. Oh, go and see a specialist. On the cardiac unit. Sounds bloody fun. I've not got a clue, Darren. I've not got a clue, mate. Well, I've been to my doctor a couple of times. Been to the walk-in centre, and the doctors sent me straight to the cardiac unit now. Thanks, Stu. I don't need no prayers, mate. I'm fucking well past that. If an alarm goes, don't strike. No, the alarms are out of reach. They're over there. Over there. Unless it's the smoke alarm. Right, Paul. Right, Mick. Cheers, Stu. Yeah, I think that's what they're thinking, Mark. I mean, at the moment, I'm on aspirin for thinning my blood out. Beta blockers. I've got to carry a spray around with me at all times, saying of which I've not got in my pocket, so I'll get a bollocking for that. Doddy! Darren, fuck vaping. Bit nervous, Chris. Bit nervous, mate. Thank you, Wayne. Well, look. No, Stu. I've knocked that on the head until I get this problem sorted, mate. Cheers, Phil. No, I'll go tomorrow, Paul. Got to be there at 11 o'clock. Which should be fun. If they tell me to quick smoke, and I'll tell them to buy the fucking nurses some more batteries. I'm still working, Paul. Obviously not tomorrow because I've got the day off because I'm going to the hospital. But I'm still carrying on working. They don't like it, but I am doing. It's coming up to fucking Christmas. Right, Kev. Thank you. Well, I've got my cardio appointment tomorrow, Peter. And as for injections, I ain't got a clue what they're going to do, not till I get there tomorrow. Or till I leave, should say. No, I'm not, Paul. It's a bloody wonder with the amount of coffee that I drink. Oh, Betty. Well, I can't stop drinking, Chris. Right, Darren. I can't stop drinking. That's not a problem because I don't fucking drink. And I was just saying, they tell me to stop smoking. I'll tell them to buy the nurses some more fucking batteries for the vibrators. Easy to say, Darren. Easy to say. I mean, I've been like this for the last 3 months. I'll drink anything as long as it's coffee, Paul. It wouldn't be me without a cig in my hand, mate. In actual fact, I've not got one now. Oh, that's that fucking repeat prescription. So, yeah. Right, Chris. I'll give him a fucking facial if they do. Who's that looking through the window? I don't know, some silly cunt. I'll get my cock out for him in a minute. Right, Nick. Does anybody think that I like quarter marker floats? Well, I fucking don't. These are ones I've found. I fucking won't moon them. They won't come and bum me. Still dazzling? Yeah. Right, Paul. Alright, THM. Now there's a few more in the air, so I'll say it again. Everybody that was in Jason's live feed last night asking about me, thank you very much. But as you can see, I'm still alive and kicking. Fucking baby's got more hair than you, Darren. Not a lot, Paul. Not a lot. Me and Steve Huzzle was WhatsApping earlier, and he kept telling me to go live. So I thought, right, I'll go live. It's not going to be a long one. I'm not into Jason's long lives. Right, Pike Pikers. I had that a long, long while ago, Nick. Right, Arthur. I also had a, what do you call it? Barium, can't even say the bloody word now. Barium enema. That weren't very nice. All that stuff shoved in your fucking system and then you turned upside down so as it soaks through. That weren't very good. Then a doctor shoving his fucking finger up your arse. Now hang on a minute. Now I think about it, both his hands was on my fucking shoulders. Just a bit, Pike Pikers. No, I didn't. I didn't feel it. I don't push back. I just clench my cheeks and say, come on then, you cunt, let's go for it. No, we weren't, Doddy. Well done, Phil. Thanks, Paul. Like I say, Paul, Nick, all you got to do is just clench your cheeks, mate. Especially when they're trying to get the camera out. I don't like that. Not unless they give you a muscle relaxant. No, he touched my tonsils, Mark. Yeah. To be honest, Paul, I don't honestly know. Depends on what the doctor says tomorrow. Right, Cornell, how are you? To be perfectly honest, Cornell, nervous. Nervous about tomorrow. No, the fucking comic, Paul. You know, X-Men. What else was there? Iron Man, Superman, Batman. I mean, Darren's that grown up, he still reads fucking comics. Oh yeah, I hope so, Gornell. I'd sure hope so, mate. Yes, there is a lot of love from the lads, Mick. I'll agree with that. No, you're more into Sally and the Barnyard Friends, ain't you, Paul? Do you want a copy? What have I got to show you? Has anybody ever used them? PVA rig tube, 7 inches. Fucking I've been in there that long. Can't even open the fucking things. All right, Mark. What have I got to have done, Dave, Gonal? I honestly don't know, mate. I'm going to see a specialist at the cardiac unit. Right, James, thanks for asking about me last night. There you go. PVA tube. They're absolutely brilliant, especially if you use what do you call it? Braided up lengths, because it stops tangling. And providing it's oil based, you can put some attractor down there, so as you've got some attraction around your hook bait. I love them. Don't often use them because I don't often use totally braided up lengths. Fucking get in. Suppose you could use it with coated braid as well. I've never found any, Nick, because it's a tube. It's sort of, the water attacks it from all sides. You know, you feed your hook length through it over your hook, so sort of keep your air in place. That's it, Steve. And then made by Castaway PVA. That's who makes them. Although Goodman's used to do some as well. Like I say, providing your attractors are oil based, you can, you know, get a syringe and put some down the tube, so as you've got some attraction round your hook length. No worries, James. Thanks for joining in, mate. Yes, Paul. I don't think it's got a website on here either. No. You get 15 in a pack. It's Castaway PVA. PVA rig tube, 7 inches, 15 in a pack. And then right at the very bottom, it has got Godman's. So whether Castaway make them for Godman's or Godman's make them for Castaway, I ain't got a clue. I've got about 5 or 6 packs here. 1, 2, no I ain't, I've got 4. Got 4 packs. So that's 60 casts. I mean, they are only a 1 cast usage, obviously, with it being PVA. I suppose you could mix a little bit of flavour. Yes, Steve. Yeah, I just said that, Chris. I suppose you could mix a bit of flavour with glycerin and inject that down it. So you've got to flavour it straight round your bait for a start. I've never found it too, Gonal. I reckon you should fuck off, Paul. Yes, Darren. I don't know where, I don't know when, and I don't know how, if I'm honest, at the moment. I think they are, Phil. If not, try Godman's. That's just 1 O. Godmans. It's Vera Mills. I know a Vera. Depends how long your rig is, Mick. Righto, Phil, thank you. I got them from, where did I get them from? Five Lakes show about 3 years ago. I brought 10 packs. There was, can't remember, it was £3.5 or £4.5 a pack. Is anybody going to the big one show at Stoneleigh? So I'm thinking of going on the Saturday. I was going to go to the Northern show, but it's fucking 2 hours driving from me. And I'm not going to be fucking driving 2 hours just to fucking walk round a hall with smelly carp anglers. Most of them. If you do, I might see you there then, Paul. Alright then, Daddy. Unloading the truck to make way for the immigrants. Well, the one at Stoneleigh Gornal or the Northern? Early April, Steve. For some unknown reason, I've got the 13th, 14th in my head. Yes, it is, Nick. And if anybody's going, I wouldn't take any fishing gear. Yes, I did, Chris. I wouldn't leave your tackle on show in the back of the car, even if you buy it in there. Doddy's unloading his wagon, Chris, so he's got room for some. All right, Steve. I don't know whether they're having it. They're having a big one at Farnborough, like they mostly do, or whether they're moving it up north, which could be a bit confusing, I suppose, if they have two big ones. Yes, Darren. I mean, the main reason I want to go is I want to get some more gas. We've got about 14 cans left. Mr. Jason. Exactly the same as I use in summer Gonnell. My multi-combi rig. I wouldn't say that, Phil. They were swimming around the lake thinking, thank fuck we ain't getting none of that shit bait anymore. Cheers, Jace. I've made a little bit. I went into Tesco's the other day to get some eggs, and they have been £1.19 for 15, but now they're £1.30 for 10, or £2 for 15. So I've said fuck them, even though I do get discount there. So I'm going to have to start going to farm foods. I think theirs are only about £1.20, £1.25 for 15. No, Jace, I'm still going to work. It's just that I've had today off as a rostered day, and I'm going to the hospital tomorrow. Still waiting on the video he said he got on his PC. Which one's that, Darren? Sally and the Barnyard Friends? I know, Phil. I just can't be asked. I'll buy the cheapest eggs I can get hold of. Which video do you mean, Darren? Oh, that'll be 2 weeks on Saturday. Oh yes. Before the shell has time to fucking harden. Saying that, I've got an egg farm near me. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for joining in, mate. Yeah. I bet she did, Gonal. I am what I am, Paul. I've only got a fucking look at a cream cake and I put on 2 stone. What, Sally and the Barnyard Friends? It's stunk. I'm fucking not surprised with having horses and fucking pigs around it and the dogs. Oh, so they are having 2, are they, Arthur? Cheers, Paul. Thanks a lot, mate. Oh, I suppose that's going to be very bloody confusing. Send them an email. Too right. Yeah, send them an email. I want a ticket for the big one. And they'll send you one for fucking Farnborough and you want it for Coventry. Yeah, it's going to be great fun, isn't it? Yes, I have got my glasses on. Only because if I take them off, I can't read the fucking comments. Pot noodle. Now that's fucking shite, Paul. Fucking had enough of them to last me a lifetime. And I ain't had them for 20 years. It's all I used to fucking live on the bank. Jace, are you ordering terminal tackle bits as well, or just the larger items? That's all right there, mate. Can you order some? I think they're 54mm anti-tangle sleeves. Save me ordering a shitload then. That's when you get round to it. Which baiting spoon does everybody prefer? The original Cobra that's loose, or the Fox one? I don't think anybody uses a baiting spoon by the looks of it. Cheers, Paul. No, Jace, for baiting up a margin spot. Cheers, Paul. Thanks for joining in, mate. The fucking farm margin roll, Jace. And then you walk around and you bait up by hand with one of them. You see, I got you sussed. I mean, this, what was it? Fucking rod. This Cobra one, I've had that fucking donkey's years. Absolutely donkey's years. There was. I see some fish there, Jace. Cheers, mate. Thanks for popping in, mate. Yeah, I don't know how much Simon used. I don't know how much Stu used. Oh, I like the gardener mugger scoop or whatever they call them. I've got some somewhere. I've got one somewhere. Don't know where it is at the minute. But it's in one of my bloody ingredients pockets. Yeah, I bet it's in one of my ingredients buckets. And I ain't going to go sorting through all them buggers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That one over there, 12. I've got 12 ingredients buckets. And I ain't going to start sorting through them buggers. Got some with base mix in, some with base mix ingredients in. Yes, I know you did go on. I heard you. Or was that your brother? Yes, they did, didn't they? That was me using my good old throwing stick. I caught. Stuart was just chucking it in by hand. He caught. I think, Jace, that it was the number of rods that we'd got out. I mean, just across that end, there was 21 rods. There was, just across that end, there was 21 lines in the water. And I think that had some impact on the fishing. I mean, the bloke to the left, between me and you, Jace, he had a run at midnight on the Saturday night. Stuart had all his fish at the edge. So, I should say, the fish actually moved in closer than what we was fishing. Yes, all right, Stu. We know you had 4 fish to 17. No. I mean, initially, Jace, I thought it was you. Because I do know you like to have your alarms a little bit loud so as you can hear them. And I heard it going and going and going, and I thought, Jace will be out in a minute. Jace will be out in a minute. And then Martin, he walked past. And then he walked back. So it must have woke him up as well. By all accounts, he loves his sleep, so... 19 centimetres max pull. Get on them. You have a 19 centimetre pull. What's that? 30 centimetres is a foot. That's about 7 inches. State of my arse, I thought you'd got more than 7 inches, mate. Oh, you're on about your alarms. I thought he was on about a 19 centimetre pull. Alright then, Paul. Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers. See you tomorrow. Or the next time, whenever. Even got me at the fucker now. I didn't think it was, Jace. I wouldn't say that, Stu. I wouldn't say that, mate. But yeah, I did fish well. I must have done because I had a fish. We've got to wind them up, Stu, because they couldn't wind them in, could they? Right, condor moment. King Edward cigar. Yeah, I know, I did hear you. Back home, feet up, no traffic. I hope you got your earphones in. Don't want your missus moaning at me next time I come over. Good lad. You're no fucking noddy, Jason. Well, it's a tighter fit than Jason's. The taste of it, it could have been up fucking Fairbrash's arse. Hello, we've got a fucking love fest going on here tonight. Are you all noticing that, lads? We've got a love fest going on. No, not me and you, Jace. Not me and you, mate. Yeah. I've heard that before, Stu. Has anybody seen Pete Carroll or heard from Pete Carroll in a while? Well, look at it like this, Stu. He needs all the fucking help he can get. Ain't that right, Connell? Yeah, I ain't seen him in none of the lives for about 7 or 8 weeks. You want to? Thanks, Phil. I know you love me. Even though we do have a lot of banter. Yeah, the rat was killed by a fucking dose of drat. You'll be surprised, Jace. You'll be surprised, mate, who don't love me. There's a few on the syndicate that don't like me. Pike rigs and bait, happy days. Depending on which, what you're fishing, lake or river. There's no such thing really as a pike rig. It's all bite indication. Or I was, Jace. Let's put it that way. I was. And looking on the Facebook page, there's quite a few that have jumped into that swim and caught. So whether they've quietly been watching my vids or not, I don't know. But they're because I don't post my catches on the Facebook page. But if they've been watching my vids, then they'll know where it is. And I know there's one bloke who's fished it 3 times. There's another bloke fished it twice. But then saying that I've not been going down putting the bait in, so the fish could have moved off. Because they're only having the odd fish. Not like me when I was baiting it. I think there was once. Yeah, there was once where I had 1 fish. The rest of the time it was all multiple catches. So when I start going down there again, I'll just have to start baiting up another pit. I'm still fishing that same other pit, and then that will be fuck 'em up. What else have I got to show you? No, I've not got a clue. I do, Steve. But I prefer the old school books. I did enjoy Bill Cotton's Behind the Rods. I did enjoy what's his name? Mike Wilmot's first book, Carp Life. I did enjoy that one. Yeah. Terry Hearn's first book, it made me get out there with more drive, but on the whole I didn't like the book, if you know what I mean. I mean, a lot of today's modern books don't have a bait section in them. Never read that one, Steve. A lot of today's modern books don't have a bait section in. When Rod brought out Carp Strikes Back, I would say my most read chapter in that book is the bait section. And every time I read that bait section, things started to fall into place. Same with Carp Fever. What was his name? Can't think of his bloody name now. Martin Clark. I've got both of his books. I enjoyed the first one more than what I did the second one, because it had a bigger bait chapter in it. Whether it's just me being interested in bait, I don't know. But to me, a lot of the modern books that don't have a bait section in, does it? Or what's that? A touch of blue? A bit of blue? Touch of blue? Something like that? Or every bit of blue? Something like that? A lot of the modern books read pretty much the same. I rung up Kev Knight at Mainline and he sent me down a load of bait. Or I rung up Joe Bloggs and he sent me down a load of bait. Or I rung up Harry, he sent me down a load of bait. Thanks, Gonal. Cheers, mate. Thanks for popping in. You know, yeah, you like them with pictures, don't you, Jace? Playboy, Penthouse, Hustler. Yeah, it's not as though they've had input into the bait that they're using. You know, they're letting other people use their brains and they're reaping the benefits. If that makes sense. But I do like a book with a good bait section in. I mean, I would have, in Bill Cotton's book, after I'd read it, I was a bit disappointed that he didn't do a bait section in there on his own, because that would have been a cracking read. That would have been. No, not read it, Steve. I mean, yeah, Dave Lane's a good angler, but he relies on mainline. Jim Shelley relies on urban, although saying that, I have heard that he's looking for a new bait sponsor. So he must have had a... Right then, Dave. Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks for joining in. I mean, not knocking the bloke, he catches a lot of good fish. But in the last, I'm going to say the last 10 years, Jim Shelley has had more different bloody... I've got that one, Tom. Jim Shelley has had more bait companies using bait from different companies than what I've used different baits in the last 10 years. I mean, he was Tails Up, he was took with Dynamite twice, Richworth, Nashi, he's been with Urban twice now. What was that other one he was with? Perfection Baits. That's 6 bait companies that I can think of. And he also used to do some with CC Moores. I've got that one and all, Steve. I've got Tiger Bay, Basil's Bush, Foxpole, One Last Cast, and I've got the Legend series book with Rob Malin. Talking through his history. So Peter Springate, I've not seen that for sale anywhere yet, Steve. That's one that I do want. I mean, I suppose upstairs I've got, I don't know, 20 books, 25 books, something like that. I've got a Food by Tim Paisley. I've got Hutch's Main 3. The Rogerson Carp book. Carp Strikes Back and Carp Now and Then. I've also got his bait book. Thanks, Stu. Thanks for joining in, mate. For the same job, Jace? No, I wouldn't, because where I am now, they know that I've got a knackered knee. What else have I got upstairs? Bill Cotton, Martin Clark. Oh, I've got a couple of handy little books. I don't know who else I've got. Oh, I've got some of the BK ones. Some of these successful fishing ones. That one was by Rob Malin as well. I've got that one, but I've lent it out to somebody and I can't remember who I've lent the bugger to. Good night, Peter. Thanks for joining in, mate. Yeah, I'll agree with that, Jace. I see Dave Lane's gone over to PB products now. And all the rigs that... What? No, my mum and dad had it on the 72 LP. What was I saying? Yeah, all the rigs that he'd done with ESP. Was it ESP? Yeah, all the rigs he'd done with ESP he's now doing with PB products. But he's using PB products instead of ESPs. I mean, with a lot of these sponsored anglers, what gets my goat up is yeah, Dave Lane used to be there as well, Jace. Sort of tech, if you like, Jim Shelley with his baits. Whatever bait company he's using, it's the best bait ever he's ever used. Best bait he's ever used. Until somebody offers him a better deal. I mean, to be fair to Terry Earn, he's stuck with Dynamite ever since he got with them. Ken Townley stuck with Nutribaits from their inception up until last year, I think. What's his name? Paratrooper. Dave. Oh. Oh, God, what's his name? Dave Levy. He was with Nash Baits for a few years. He's now with Mainline. Does he, Steve? What, for his single lock baits or base mixes? Well, that's true, Jace. Jolly Green Giant Plastic Division. That's Frank Warwick. He does a lot of sales talk for Enterprise, or he used to. Right, lads, I'm an hour and more or less an hour and 20 minutes in. I wasn't going to be this long. We only do them in blue at work, Chris. Right, I'm going to say it again. Whoops, Michael. Thanks to everybody that inquired about my health in Jason's live last night. And thanks to the people that have contacted me today about my health. They know, you all know who you are. Thanks, Kevin. So I'm going to call it night. I don't know what time it is. It's 9:10. Ooh, you lucky bugger dealt. So yeah, I've got to go and try and get my head right, ready for tomorrow. I've got to make sure that I'll get everything packed that they want. I know they want me bloody tablets and a bottle of urine and God knows what else. So thanks for all joining in. It's been a great help. Trust me, it's been a great help. And Steve, don't mention bloody lives again. Right. Cheers all. Good night. Bye.